Sound is on.
Sound is on.
Okay. Happy Monday. Happy Friday to me. They said your hair looks pretty.
It does. Oh, good. I'm certainly pleased. Okay, so that is...
Yes, Megan's birthday today. It's very windy. Sound is on this. Yeah, it's very, very windy. There are branches everywhere, but it was good for the dogs, all the wind walking through it and not being nervous. Even driving on the highway, the dogs were like, oh, with the scary noises that it makes, but they all did well. Let's see. Oh, we're stuck. Just kidding. What could I tell you? We did 4 teenies today. Who did we do? Cosmo, Gray,
What's the other thing?
Summer, and Tito. They all did really well. Cosmo and Gray were the quietest and settled the best in the car out of all the teenies. Marnie and Tuck's the only ones left that we have to do. So I'll do them Thursday. But out of all of them, they all whined except for Cosmo and Gray. They just were like, acted like they did it all the time. Is Winnie moving to the ice house? The next one's Thursday. So Winnie may move by then, depending on how her stitches look good now. I took off the bandage yesterday, and it looks good. So we'll see how it looks by Thursday and if she's nibbling on it or anything. Because Ripple's Thursday. Let's see what else. Tito and Summer were a little whiny in the car. They're funny. Tito has such a sad face. Then yesterday I did Gibson in the rain, and he didn't want to walk in the store right away, so we stood in the pouring rain for a few minutes until he decided that we were going to go in. Who else? Jagger was great today. He was a little weird with backing up, so I did him yesterday in the backup shoot in the arena, and so today he was great with it. Riz was really good. She had a little bit of a fast pace at first, but then she did well. Who else? What else?
Okay,
Any
so
questions?
that's that one. And this is all this shit.
Winnie's happy in here.
That's the story.
We have the new mule. She seems nice. He, she, is it a boy? I don't know. Boop, 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 boop. Any questions? I don't think I have anything exciting to say. Who's next? Yeah, Ripple's Thursday. And then I forget who's after that. Rabbit's in the next, I think the end of March is Rabbit. But then they closed. Amherst Animal Hospital closes for renovations, so we miss a couple of weeks. So there'll be a few after that. I think it's mostly the boys after that. What else? Who else did I do? Gibson. Is the new mule staying? I'm not sure. Is the new mule staying?
What?
The new mule staying?
Staying? No.
She doesn't know. We don't
I
know.
think it's going to be Janine's, but it'll be here for a while.
It will be Janine's, but we'll be here for a while. Any more matches coming up? The week in the next couple of weeks. We have an applicant here for an interview right now. And then I think it's the week after. We have a match coming up. Yes, I'm here full time. Yes, my car is okay. Is there something wrong with it? Uh-oh, what happened? Yeah, Eeyore's very comfy in here. He's funny. His elbows are the same. They haven't changed. They don't hurt, I don't think. But they're still big. Very big. Very big. But he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's very funny. I took him to Staples today. He did well. Oreo and I went to CVS. He was a little cray-cray. A little bit. He needs to work on waiting before jumping out of the car into the parking lot. So we had a little talk about that. Jagger was funny. Yesterday we were in line at TJ Maxx and there was like a little straw pig on one of the shelves in line, and he's like insisting that it's something important. He's like, no, I gotta look at it like it was a real pig.
Mac and cheese in there.
He was
pork
funny.
fried rice. I had made you some salmon and noodles, but there's still lots of stuff.
All right, any questions before I go?
I have
Questions,
some for you.
questions?
I do have a whole.
Winnie's mad at me. Her medicine's
I can
very
make it. I can make something.
bad tasting.
Oh, yeah.
So she sees me now and she's like, nope.
There's all the fish stuff. I'm gonna just run out.
She won't take them though, so I gotta shove them down and then give her a treat.
Something to feed them.
The hanging hay
Yeah, I have pork fried rice, mac
beds.
and cheese,
Anything?
tortellini,
Oh, there's the mail. Oh, wow.
Dinner options.
roll.
All right, I'm gonna head out. All I got to say, they have hay outside and they have plenty on the floor. That's it. All right, your turn.
My turn?
Thank you.
Okay.
Silly girl. She's a good girl. Yeah. She's very good, actually. Eeyore's very good. She's been very good. They've been our best guests, really. Yeah. All right. Okay, we ready? Let me get this board and I'll be ready. Yeah, I was thinking it was a guy, it's a family. So, come on. Eeyore, over to lose it, sweet boy. Out, buddy. Thank you. Watch your butt. Watch your butt. Good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy. Okay. Out of there, buddy. Out of there, sweet boy. This is how tall he is. Now, mind you, I'm a shorty, but he's a tall boy.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going over here now.
Okay.
What happened? Oh, I got it there. You told those people how to get in the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I did. I went through the house and I told them how to come in here.
Okay. All righty. Okay. The car episode. Shall I tell you about the car episode while we wait for her to find
Sorry,
something?
I'm getting you a water.
Oh, God.
I was getting you a water.
It's terrible. That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Yep.
I started out with a second Toyota dealer who kept me for 3 hours with one diddly thing after another diddly thing. And I sat there and didn't really do too much because I knew I wasn't due at the next place till noon. So I had
diddly nothing.
nothing. Well, they said, well, let me go look at this car and see what we can do on that car. Meanwhile, they're trying to tell me how much the Ford is worth. The Ford, by the way, it's a pretty nice car.
I love Expeditions.
Huh?
One of my favorite vehicles I ever had, Expedition.
Yeah, nice car. At any rate,
Yep.
so I diddled with them, and finally, with this great long face, he comes and says, I can only offer you $10,000 for the car. Oh, all right. But the whole thing is not what he's offering me for the car is in a combination of what the cost of all these other vehicles are. And really, as I sat there doing nothing, I realized I'm buying the lack of mileage. I'm paying more money for lack of mileage.
Yes, you are.
Yes. And that makes sense, as long as they've changed the oil. Because they left me there with a computer so long that I kept getting on this Carfax thing.
Yeah.
And you can see when people at 49,000, they're right in there and they change their oil.
Right.
And then 10,000 and 15, you know. And so a car done that way has a little different value than one that's gone up to 30,000 miles and you don't know whether they've changed the oil or not.
Right.
So you got that whole thing to calculate in, along with the price, and unfortunately the color. But at any rate, I went through all that with them, and then I went to CarMax, where they got me a price of the car in a half an hour, as they said they would. It was $8,500.
Ah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, that was not very much. In the meantime there, I was looking at all their cars and what they've got for sale and the prices of them and the mileage and the gas changing. But they don't use Carfax. They use something else. They use their own, and they're very proud of it, and I had to listen to the whole schmear. And they finally printed out this great big long thing about my car saying that there was nothing wrong with it. But that it was worth, one of the things they took off money for was it smelled like dogs. I can't
Really?
imagine why that would smell like dogs.
Especially after they detail it and it smells like flowers.
Right, what the
Right.
hell.
Right.
Any rate, but that's one thing that they thought was terribly serious about the car. And their cars were more expensive, and what they were offering me was less, so I went back to complain to this outfit that I started complaining about, just to see whether I couldn't really batter them down to give them to me for nothing. That's what I really wanted to do. So I got the manager of the whole place, and I went into his private office, and we started in. Do we have something to report?
Yeah, the gate in your dog's kennel has like come off.
Oh, okay. I'll
So
fix
don't
it.
try to open it today.
Okay. My dog, little wood kennel gate is broken.
No, the metal one.
Oh, the outside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did I get in and out?
So they can go to the small outside area, but they can't get onto Honeymoon Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I pick them up, I pick them through the back door.
Okay, as long as they don't get locked out,
No, they won't.
they go. Okay.
Also, I found a candle in one of your dog's poop.
Yes, Martha's poop. Martha ate a candle. I wondered about that.
Yeah, I found
My
it.
dogs had the birthday party that I videoed. So when I was cleaning out, my roommate spoon-fed them cake from the butt pan, okay? We might have another candle, because I said, I thought I put 6 candles here, but I'm only finding, or 7. I was missing candles. Thank you.
All right, I found one.
Yeah, she pooped out a candle, or somebody did.
Good.
That's
Well,
a good deal.
congratulations.
Thank you, Haley.
You're welcome.
So the sum and substance of the whole thing is that this outfit that I was so angry with, they showed me on their computer our VIN number with no problem, and then in the thing that they send out to somebody, it said what was the one? It had had an accident. Now that's not the thing I was carrying around that said it was an accident and the odometer was crazy. But it was that same format of it getting sent to somebody probably by email. Although the one they were showing me did not have my VIN number on it. This one had my VIN number and still had inaccurate information. So at that point, I just began to complain loudly. And the end deal was we have 2 cars as good as any of the others, and it's $10,000 less. So for that, I can be bought out. So there. They gave us $12,500 for the car, for the Ford we have, and their cars were a little less, even though they were the same kind of thing, and theirs were certified. I don't know what the hell certified means, but the other ones weren't.
I don't know
that?
any more about certified. Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
What it is.
but at any
Which one?
rate,
So this
it was
Ira
that
Ware?
10,000 kind of got to me. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of chicken prints, I'm thinking, so I'm sitting there. So, at any rate, I've gone with that. The only decision I have not made is it's either two that are pretty much a burnt orange, or one burnt orange and one bright blue. Something besides the gray that's the same color as the hot top. I'll put that all in tomorrow's daily doggy, because I did say I'd put an egg on my face, so I guess we gotta have egg tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
No, I know.
I think that there's
Now there's a little more to the story, and we do have a camera person who is dealing with Carfax tomorrow for their own agency. They sell cars or something, and I'm wondering if this Ira Oles has some screwball deal going that still does. You can do anything you want with a computer. Let's face it. I know. I can make 2 + 2 = 27 any day of the week.
Well, it would make sense that if they reconstructed that to show you something that was blatantly wrong, but getting weird, different.
It was all under the Carfax logo. It really was.
Yeah.
I sat there and looked at it for a long time.
I mean, because if it hadn't been, the other way would have been that they made it up.
Yeah.
Copy and pasted a bunch of crap
Yeah.
and threw it on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Which they still may have done. But
And that
nonetheless,
was Ira Olds?
that's Ira Oles. I know. I'm not happy. Not happy. But I could not prove they were dead wrong. I could only prove that Carfax certainly looked very strange and things like that, but their price was better.
Yeah.
In the long run, they were offering me $12,500. They came back with $12,500, so it was $12,500 for a car that the other places were offering me $8,500 and $10,000.
Yeah.
And the purchase price of their vehicles was pretty good. But there's so many things to jiggle in the purchase of a car. It's crazy. When you get down to how often the oil is changed, you know. So, at any rate, who knows? I like the fact that they are certified, whatever that means. And I don't know what it means. But it looked good. That's why they put it there. Okay. Moving on. We have a guy here for an inquiry or applicant, possible applicant or whatever you want to call them. And they will be along in a few minutes. They're from New Jersey. And that's all I know. That's what this piece of paper
Yeah, I
is.
just told them, you know, get whatever they wanted to get in the house, can come around here and come up the back.
And he can walk that well?
Wheelchair.
Is he a wheelchair?
They're gonna have to lift him up over the steps.
Oh.
He is a wheelchair.
Oh, Richard Price. Oh, my heavens. This is a long-lost cousin that I have not heard from in years. Oh, my. We probably shouldn't get into this. Huh. Some memories. Have not found picture of Trigger yet. Hope all is well. Enjoy the picture. Dick Price. There's my father's ramp that I keep telling everybody about. Huh. Isn't that funny?
So you worked with Trigger, right?
Trigger was my horse. There he is.
Oh, or was a set, what?
Oh, that wasn't Trigger. That was Wendy. That was Wendy. Huh, okay. Well, isn't that funny? Okay, I'll deal with these later on. But that's interesting.
Okay.
Put them back in the envelope. Yeah, Wendy was my second horse. I forgot about her.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay, next problem, Jan
Next,
Durho.
Jan.
Oh. I took one of those melatonins or whatever they are last night.
Yeah.
I could still do a 4-star Sudoku this morning.
Oh, good.
I slept all night. That was kind of fun.
People were saying to try, that was the better, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, they're telling me that, they're telling a lot of people, I'm just passing it along, that the Benadryl is a precursor to an Alzheimer's situation. So we're avoiding that. We're not stopping entirely, but we're avoiding it. Okay. Why? Know why skeletons are so calm? Because nothing gets under their skin.
Good for those skeletons.
Be careful about reading health books. You may die from a misprint. Yep, that's about true.
That's
Don't get in the fireplace. So you're dating a roofer? I sure am. Where did you meet him? In a shingles bar.
Oh no.
Jesus. Oh, those are hard to come by. He doesn't know what that fireplace is all about. There's another Jane Gerhold, and this one is done from the 19th. There's Jane Gerhold again.
Thank you.
And this one goes in here. And here we may have good ones and we may not. Here we see the Snapple rear effect. A one-day weather forecast requires about 10 billion math calculations.
Oh my.
Huh. Brain waves can be used to power an electric train.
Huh.
Really? I have to worry about that one a little bit. Mosquitoes have 41 teeth.
Wow.
I believe
That's
it.
a lot of teeth.
It's a lot of teeth. Must be tiny little teeth.
Electric train, that's fun.
Okay. Nancy, Charlottesville, Virginia. There we go.
Thank you.
That one. Wants one chicken brick and $5 for the fun fund. Okay. So she gets one chicken brick. That goes in here. Donna did them up today, so we have an empty drawer.
Yes, indeed. We had a visit from Donna.
We did. And
She
this
starts
is
physical therapy next week. And
Howard Norcross,
Oh, that's
Fitchburg.
the guy that was just here.
Oh, really?
He was supposed to come and visit you and Megan, the German wife.
Oh, okay. Oh, and this is, so his is his formal application. Oh, good, okay. That's a good one. Hot. Next one. That's it's from Texas.
Just
Come
come
on
in.
in.
Just come in. I'm sorry, what was your name? Michelle? This is Michelle. Chaos.
Quiet,
This is
chaos.
Chaos. This is Igor.
There we go. Chaos. Give it a clip. Stop it.
Hi, Chaos.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
How we
come
doing?
on in. So we have Joshua and Dad's name.
Chris.
Chris is Dad. Joshua in the
I got the
chair.
paper. I got the piece of paper here so I wouldn't forget.
Okay. And then Michelle is Mom. So you guys can come on in.
Oh, okay. We're doing mail call. Have you seen mail call before?
Nah.
So this is our 5 o'clock. Our 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock is mail
standard.
call.
Okay. So you just have to, everybody, we need room so folks can come in.
Family.
So this is the main house. So you have Carlene who lives here.
Okay.
I'm doing mail call.
You're
and
Carlene.
I'm Carly.
This is Carlene, the owner. This
Yeah.
is Michelle, Joshua's mother.
So nice to meet you. You do a wonderful thing.
I have to shake
I'm a
your
big
hand too to
fan.
get that out of
Yeah,
the way.
Chris,
Very good.
Chris.
Josh, you want to shake Carlene's hand?
Joshua, get yourself over here. You can do that.
We'll figure it out. He's
There we
he's
go.
just turned
How
a
you
year
doing?
old, so
Are
he's
you
Yeah.
serious?
Good to see you.
still clumsy.
What?
Awesome.
I said he just turned a year old.
He's a baby. He's a puppy.
I love it.
And he's in here because he's got two swollen elbows, and we don't know why. And they're not an abscess.
No.
They're just funny looking.
He's a sweet boy. Look at you. What happened?
Careful, go.
Is he
Sometimes
here?
you have to go a little slow with
Is
them.
this here?
No, don't touch.
No,
No,
it's not
I'm not
there,
going to
no.
touch, but is that where it is? I want to make sure it's okay.
He's a funny dog.
He's very sweet.
Oh, he is.
It's
I just want to make sure you're all
Yes.
right.
Chaos is the doorbell. She's 9 years old. She's had 3 litters, and she's a retired breed dog. She was the first litter viewed on camera when the cameras came.
She has, what, 29 working relatives or something?
Yeah, I don't remember.
What's his?
20
He's a
something.
boy, right? This one's a boy.
That's for boy. That's Eeyore Pooh. He's from the Pooh litter.
Eeyore, please.
He's from the Pooh litter. Remember we saw that on one.
All the
Give him a scratch.
litters have teams.
We have Harold and Wanda.
Harold and Wanda. Everybody yells Harold and Wanda when we say Harold and Wanda.
Harold and Wanda.
There you go, you got it. Yep.
And they're from
They have been
Texas.
sending them poo pickers
Thank
every
you.
day. 5 years now. They cut up their cereal boxes and they send it to us. And we pick up poo with them. We have a lot of poo. One of the things we do best. Okay, Susan Hastings, Bridgeville, Delaware.
Oh, Delaware.
Files?
Near that Bridgeville. That's down there though. That's south.
Four chicken bricks, please. We love what you do. Susan. Okay, that goes to the chicken brick department. This will take a few minutes. You might as well find a chair there.
Okay.
You
Sit
want to
yourself
sit
down.
Hey, why don't you
Here,
sit
just
in
sit there. There's
There you
Michelle.
go.
Charity gift certificate.
You need that.
No,
You
good,
want-
I'm all right.
Well, then I'll take it.
Feel free to put more wood on the fire if you'd like.
Feels good.
Okay, charity gift certificate, $13.47. You wonder how they get these numbers sometimes, but that's all right. It's some gift from the charity gift giving program. Here, you can have that. And this paycheck, that doesn't have anything to do with me either, does it? No, I don't think so. And this is Catherine, Sylvania, Ohio. I have spent the whole day with car salesmen.
That Kathy.
Oh, man, that's gotta be horrible.
They've been tearing my hair. Okay. Oh, okay, this is part of somebody else's application. Okay, we'll put that in the pot. That goes to the secretary
That would be Linda.
of the bank. It's a little weird. Megan, personal. Well, that's gotta go in there too then. We'll put it in there. Very good. Here we go. Your cause? Pfizer annual giving. Pfizer, that's New Jersey, isn't it?
They have a place in Delaware, I think. Yeah, they do in North Jersey, yeah. They make many.
Pfizer? Somehow. $30. Okay, I can't tell who it's from. Linda will have to figure that out. It's part of their employee giving program. Here's another one.
Oh look, Josh, we're on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Your stars now.
I'm barely on TV.
You're
Wait,
movie,
Josh.
You're movie stars.
Oh, it's delayed.
45 seconds.
Yeah, there's a good one.
That's funny.
That's Benny.
Hi, Benny.
Bentley, but we kind of
Oh,
call
Bentley.
him Benny. Yeah.
Did we wake
Okay.
you in a
Who was
sleepy
that?
dream and
I
you
don't
let
know.
us
It's
know?
another one of those gift giving things.
Okay.
Gonna have another for Harold and Wanda.
Harold and
You
Wanda.
guys didn't learn very fast.
Harold and Wanda.
There you go. There you go. You got it now.
Oh, we're on an internet feed, correct?
Yeah,
All right, I figured.
you're live.
You gotta scoot over.
What?
She
Well,
walks
hey,
into
I can fix that. I can fix that. Wait a minute. I think.
Is there any way for us to go on our phones and put it on our things or to get?
You can scroll back after you go on your computer or your phone. There's a
Okay.
3 or 4 hour thing where you can scroll back and
What? That's too much.
find yourself.
There you are.
Wait.
There you all are.
Here we are, right?
Here's your camera right up there. See it with the lights, that's it.
There it is.
Right
With
back.
the lights.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If I do not make eye contact.
Okay,
you
we
won't-
tried to order Chinese food here one night, and I reached around to get the menu. Have you heard this story?
No, it just sounds funny already. I don't know why.
I reached around to get the menu and it wasn't there. So I, oh shit, we'll just have to order, you know, from memory. Somebody called and said it's in your center drawer, and it was.
That's
Somebody in New
crazy.
York. It was either New York or Finland.
Yeah, I wasn't here, but.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. They know everything.
Yeah,
What?
they do. So watch yourself.
Watch yourself.
What do they say? Watch yourself, check yourself? Yeah.
Okay.
One more box?
Hopefully
I did
there's
that.
Eagles fans watching.
Hopefully what?
That's not nice.
Well,
Don't say that.
this is for Grace.
You're in
We
Patriots
have a, oh,
country.
it is?
It's not for me.
Oh, geez.
It's for
Okay.
Grace.
Grace, all right. Yeah, that's okay. We get all kinds of things from different sports.
Somebody sent us a dozen socks, and everybody's been taking a pair of socks. We only got 2 pair left.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Volunteers. But they've been hanging behind my head for, what, a week now?
Just
You gotta
about,
come up
but
with
they're
something
almost
creative.
gone. Almost gone. Okay, so now we do question and answer.
Yeah.
So then I slide over here.
Get out of the way.
I put
Hopefully.
my envelopes over in my pocket. And I have to check them. All right.
Here we go. I'll try and stay out of your way.
Okay, so then I'll go up here. I gotta get rid of all this stuff at some point.
What, that stuff on my whatever? Yeah, that'd be great. See, like. See, we're 45 seconds behind.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, when we're on the live view, we're real time. That's what I use to watch. That's real time, but okay. So now we go to question and answer. Chaos had 25 pups in 3 litters. 4th most prolific mom at SDP behind Luna with 29, Scarlett with 29, and Misha with 32 puppies. But how many has service dogs? Is that what you were asking? Or did you care?
I didn't say a word.
Okay.
They know. They know everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can ask them anything. They know.
Harold and Wanda. Harold and Wanda. Look at
Harold and Wanda.
Rooster
Harold and
and
Wanda.
Rooster in blue jeans.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
Rooster and-
God.
He's got blue pants
That
on.
is pretty funny.
All right. Welcome, visitors. Happy birthday, Megan. It's Megan's birthday.
Those are
Happy
Megan's
birthday,
dogs.
Megan. Yep. Yeah. Nice to be a spring chicken. How is Donna? PT next week. I had just told Mara Donna probably wouldn't be back till May-ish because do a month or two of PT. She's hoping April.
No, she's in here typing now.
Yeah, but she has to get dropped off. She doesn't do any driving. She can't do anything like that. So,
She fell. Did you hear about that?
No, no.
How to start? We had 3 ambulance calls in one month.
Oh my goodness.
One of them, Donna usually around here in the kitchen and all. She has 2 dogs of
2.
ours. And she walked out to let them out or whatever, and they were not involved actually.
Yeah.
But she just fell absolutely flat on her face and broke her shoulder, her arm in 8 places.
yeah.
So it's all
She
pinched
has-
together. And,
She
it from
has,
ice?
no, she spun around too fast, lost her balance, and fell. She says she doesn't exactly know what happened.
Yeah.
The dogs were not
Not
part of the
involved.
problem. But she
Well, the-
has a bar. She has 2 bars
Oh,
and
man.
pins all the way down.
Yeah. So
And she said it's
here
heavy.
She's flat on her face, and her 2 dogs think it's wonderful. Come, you play with you because you're on the ground. You know, and she's absolutely screaming.
She said that
was
she
in pain.
she said when she was first on the ground, she thought, okay, she's like, I can't get up. So she was yelling. She said she was
screamed.
yelling 911, and nobody was hearing her. So she said
I-
that she screamed that you heard her when you were
I was
coming
down
in
the
the.
driveway and
Yeah.
I heard her.
Mm,
Yeah.
I didn't hear her in here.
mm.
Then we all came running.
Yeah.
And by then, somebody had called 911, and we were organized.
She said now it's heavy, which she has a plate in her arm, and she says that this is what's hurting.
Yeah.
So
Mm. Well, we don't know you, Donna, but we hope you get well.
yeah.
She just left with her husband.
She was just here. Elijah wants to know if you can print off your own Carfax.
for your car.
I did.
Oh, she did. She
I
brought
got
that,
it.
Elijah. Yeah, and the guy gave
Mine
it.
is correct. There's no odometer problem and no. I don't know where you left off with the Carfax problem. I'm having Carfax problems.
For trying to sell a car or buy a car?
Both. I'm trying to buy. I have a car that gets 12 miles per gallon. Ford what the hell is it? Whatever.
Expedition.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it gets 12 miles. And so I thought, well, I'll turn that thing in, and I'll get two VR4s or Toyota, one of those little runaround. And my dogs fit in them. We've tried it already. So I started out, and I went down to the local one, and I was given this Carfax thing that said that my car had the wrong odometer and was in an accident and had 5 owners. And that was not that piece of paper did not have my VIN number on it. You know? So I don't know what, I accused the car dealership of being very flaky at that point. But since then, I've gone around to many other dealers that had strange things all around. And I went back to that guy to get him help because I was really annoyed taking advantage of little old ladies like that. So I got the manager and I started in on him and he said, well, come with me, let me show you something. So he goes over to his computer, puts in my VIN number, gets up the Carfax, and on the one screen, this is okay, and this one said I had an accident. On the same Carfax screen. Now that was weird. So that shook me to the point that I really didn't know whether I was totally correct on this other deal, but it certainly was not right. There wasn't anything that I got on my machine. My machine I got perfect, which it was. 2 owners, and etc. So I ended up talking them down. So I got basically saved $10,000.
Wow.
And I got 2 VR4s or whatever they're called coming.
So it's RAVs, right? They're RAV4s. 2 of them, they both have mileage, right?
Oh yeah.
Because people are asking. They're 2015. So she bought 2 2015 RAV4s with mileage. Okay.
Because what you're buying is the lack of mileage. The higher the mileage, the less the price.
Right.
And then you can throw in, if you have the Carfax and you believe it, you can see whether they changed their oil, the 5, the 10, and the 15. Or whether they went 25,000 miles and then changed the oil, you know? I mean, it's very complicated trying to buy a car.
It has to be. I've never used a Carfax, so.
I have now.
I guess you got to rely on people being honest about putting the information
The stuff they get from Carfax though is supposed to be off their registration, and it's supposed to be. They present themselves as honest.
Yeah, and I think that nowadays with the digital thing, everything is checked by diagnostic, which immediately is registered into Carfax.
You're a police officer, right? Yeah.
Yeah, retired, but yeah.
He was retired in November.
He retired before all this nonsense came to be, right?
No, just November. He's only
just November. Yeah, I've been
November.
retired a few months now.
Okay, well,
Yeah, 2 months.
So I go to
Well, 2.5 now.
CarMax. They don't believe in Carfax. CarMax has their own reporting scheme.
Yeah, they're a whole entity.
Yeah, and that wasn't really.
No, I
terribly
think they
accurate
started
either.
out as rental cars or something, and then they became a car dealership.
Whatever, but it's been very painful.
But if you go to a mom and pop place for like repairs, they're probably not putting the information into the whatever the computer
She
is.
said it's up for DMV, like if you're registered, registered.
And the mileage and thing is supposed to come out right every
The
time you
mileage
went
should
through your
be because if you read
inspection and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. At any rate.
See, not every state does inspections either. So that's the thing. I mean, every state's different how they do stuff.
I remember
New Jersey they basically now when you go for inspections in New Jersey, they just test your emissions. That's it.
Really?
They don't do anything else.
I spent $200 to get my
Yeah, see, now you don't even know.
seatbelt fixed
Yeah.
because they told me they weren't going to pass it until my seatbelt that I never used was fixed.
I
That's
remember when my
Massachusetts, right?
husband
Yeah.
had a Lincoln, this is 20, 30 years ago. I went down into Boston with that car and sat for 4 hours while they hooked it up to an electric drill and ran the mileage back.
Yeah, they used to do that all the
And
time.
it took,
Now you can't do it. But they
No.
used to, yeah.
Well, I'm glad they
But
can't
that's
do
how
that
it was
anymore.
They would, they would do it in, I remember.
Yep.
How are we doing? We got more questions?
What was the problem with the barn door last night? It was closed. I don't know whether a donkey closed it or what, but the herd, half of the herd was locked in the big section of the barn. And a donkey that was outside was trying to push the door, and it was getting its head.
Oh, yeah, the last night was when those extra donkeys were here.
Right, their section was all set. Right?
Yeah, so they can't even see the other. What door are they talking about?
What they did was, it was the door, like they gave the new donkeys had a section.
They had both sections.
No, they only had the front section.
No, you're wrong.
Okay,
They had both sections. There was a horse and a mule in the second one
okay,
that left early this morning.
okay. Well, okay, after they got here. But when I went down at 7 o'clock, at whatever time, when the donkey was pushing his head in, they were all locked in. At that point, there was only the two.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
My daughter rescues horses and donkeys out of the slaughter pens in Pennsylvania. It's wild. So last night she came in, I thought it was with 2 mules. That's what I got ready for. It turns out to be 2 mules and a horse, which complicated my life. Anyway, 2 cowboys, they stayed here overnight and then they left early this morning with 2 of them. We have 1 mule left.
They are asking, is Eeyore taller than Bentley?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, wow. He's, I have to say, he's about one of the sweetest dogs.
He's a wonderful dog.
Yeah. Is Mo scratching her hair off trying to reach to her water buckets? I've had people asking about what's going on with
Or
Mo's
Mo
hair.
with it.
I don't
She's lost
know.
hair on the side of her face.
Mm.
This new one, I think, has the same thing on the center of his back. Just where the saddle goes, there's a patch about that big,
Oh, no.
which looks from long distance like it's the same. We used to call it rain scald.
Uh-huh.
The hair falls out, comes back in again.
Chaos had 11 service dogs and Oscar and Lulu, so 13 that are. It's only Puppy Love from New York is the Chinese menu CP caller. She knew where the menu was because when she was here at SDP volunteering a couple of weeks before, you said, someone remember that I'm putting this menu in my drawer. So I called and told you.
Oh, wow. Okay, I never knew that part of the story.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We all done?
Eeyore's Bentley. Pam, Carlene doesn't know what you are talking about. Yeah, thank you, Barb. Now she does. Okay, I think that's it. Tonight we have a mixed bag. We have pasta and stuff. Are you having dinner? We have macaroni and cheese and pork fried rice and.
No, we're not gonna have dinner, but thank you very much
Mhm.
for offering. Appreciate it.
You're gonna starve?
We have something that we brought,
okay.
so.
Yeah.
You got ovens and everything over there.
And then
Or-
tomorrow we get the freshly order.
What?
The freshly order.
Oh, right. There's this fish store down in Ipswich. It's a delicatessen, and the woman who owns it is a chef, actually. She's wonderful food. And one Saturday I was there, they were closing down and just throwing food out. And I said, gee, you shouldn't do this. She said, I can't give it to anybody. I said, can I buy it? So and now every Saturday afternoon I go down and I give a $100 bill and they give us a big box of food. That's on Saturday. But they're apparently having some remodeling done tomorrow, I guess. And she's going to be cleaning out the whole place. So we're getting all that, whatever it is.
And then
So
you.
we
bad, too.
we can help you guys. We got a big van.
Oh,
We can
no.
help you guys out. And,
With
Oh, yeah.
what?
I don't know, whatever.
Delivery to
We're going to eat it. Eating is going to be the problem.
No, there's fish in there from Saturday, and and then we have another delivery tomorrow. No,
Oh, I thought you needed help
No.
getting it.
no,
No,
UPS, FedEx, one
Oh,
of them.
okay, got you.
It's one of those we're trying.
All right.
And then Diana's on overnight, so we are finished. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.